Do you really want to go to the gym, but you are scared, a little bit scared to go? Maybe you feel like everyone's going to be looking at you, or like you don't know what you're doing, or it's intimidating, or you're worried you're going to mess up, or you're nervous that everyone's going to be looking at you or something. My name is June Melia. I've been a certified personal trainer for 25 years, and I've worked in all kinds of different gyms and clubs and all of that stuff. And this was actually something that people used to bring up every so often. And I really think that more people actually have this kind of concern about going to the gym or feeling like they're going to stick out like a sore thumb if they go to the gym and it's intimidating. And so I just have a handful of ideas for you so that you can make your entry into the gym a little less scary or intimidating. And I really hope that they're helpful. If you are someone who used to be intimidated by the gym and maybe you've overcome it, maybe post some ideas below, some things that you found really helpful about how you overcame it. And now you're a total gym rat or something. Okay. So, first thing first, commit. Commit to going. Commit to going and be really clear about how often you're going and when you're going to start going. It's helpful to know what the gym schedule is like, when are busy times and when are not busy times. And when you join, you might ask the front desk, like, what times are really crazy busy in here and what times are a little less busy? Because when you're learning the ropes, it's nice not to feel like there's all these people around or worry that you're breaking some gym rule or something. So it's helpful. That can be helpful, but you want to commit. Okay, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, when I'm coming home from work, I'm stopping at the gym. I'm going to have my gym bag ready the night before in my car, and there's no excuses. Totally no excuses. So that's my first rule is you need to commit. You need to look at your schedule and see when you're going to be making a plan to do it. Just like you'd be making a plan with a friend to do something, you would make a commitment to yourself that you're doing something and you follow through with it. Okay. Number two is to bring a friend. If you can, a lot of gyms have like friend passes, and you can bring someone with you to help ease some of the tension that you feel. Maybe you have a friend that already goes to that gym, or maybe you can go with someone who also doesn't know what the heck they're doing and you can figure it out together. I think it's like you might find things funnier or whatever if you are figuring it out with someone next to you, like warming up on the treadmill, or let's figure out the elliptical and you both jump on together. And then it feels like you've got a partner in crime and someone else who's there with you. And I think that can really take a lot of the tension out of it. So see if your gym gives free passes, or as a gift, give your friend a day pass for $10 or something, just for them to come and be supportive and just take the edge off. And then you're a little less focused on yourself or feeling like you're all by yourself and you don't know what you're doing. So I think that's a really good idea, is to bring a friend with you. Another tip would be to keep it simple. In the beginning, you can say, okay, for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm just going to do X, whatever it is. I'm going to sit on the recumbent bike for 20 minutes at a low intensity, just keeping it really simple and not feeling overwhelmed by all of the stuff that you could be doing. You get into the gym, you put your stuff away, you find a locker, you go out onto the floor, you have one or two favorite cardio machines, you turn them on, and usually there's like an auto, like just self-guided, and you just press that and you just pedal, get a little sweat going, and that's it. 20 minutes and you're done. And then you leave, and it makes you, I think that just, again, it takes the pressure off, the anxiety out of it, from thinking, oh my gosh, where do I go next? What do I do next? Where am I going? How do I do this? What am I going to do? What if someone's on my machine? And it really takes the pressure off. And I think that's a really good idea. So just 20 minutes of something super low key, and that is that. Next tip, number 4, is do sign up for the orientation. It's usually like 30 minutes. They have someone who may or may not be a certified personal trainer. Doesn't matter. They're going to show you how to set your body up on a handful of machines. Usually it's something like a circuit. They'll have a bunch. In a circuit means there's like maybe 8 to 10 to 12 maybe machines that are all in a row, and they work different body parts. And so you can just literally go from one machine to the next and work your whole body. And that's a great place to start. Now, they might show you a lot of machines. I would say all you need is like 4. Just learn 4 machines. Easy. 4 machines when you're just getting started. Maybe it's something like a chest press, a row, a squat, and something else like a shoulder press. Like, that's it. They show you how to make adjustments. They should be writing this down for you and taking notes so that when you come to the gym next time, you know what to do. I think 4 exercises is plenty for starting out so that you're not overwhelmed and you can prioritize those 4 exercises. I would also suggest that when the trainer or this staff member is showing you how to use the machines and they're making these adjustments for the seat to go up and down, for maybe the arm thing to be adjusted, I would suggest that you make sure you also play around with how to adjust the seat. Sometimes it feels like the little knob won't pull out and you got to jiggle it around. I think it's really helpful to do that yourself and don't just let the trainer do it. They'll show you and then be like, hey, can I just take a minute and just make sure I get how this whole thing moves? Because if you come back 2 days later, which is another good tip, never wait a long time between that orientation and going back. I would go back the very next day and I would do it again because I would want to it to be fresh in my head. But you want to be learning how to jiggle a machine. Sometimes things it happens to me when I'm at the gym. I'll pull on something and like trying to get the seat to move and it's not moving and you feel like everyone's looking at you. And I promise no one cares. No one's looking at you. But you just want to make sure you've got a good handle on how the machine works, its little quirks, all of that stuff. So that's my other recommendation. Adjust the machines yourself and definitely take advantage of that. It's usually just a 30-minute orientation, just so you learn 4 machines. And then you get to know someone who works there. And sometimes those people have free time where they're available to help. And later on, like if in a few weeks after you've handled those 4, you could be like, hey, I've been curious about this one machine. Do you mind showing me? And they'll show you the one, maybe a lat pull down, or, they'll show you something new. And then you can add on slowly but I think 4 exercises, 4 machines is a really good place to start. And so my last tip to you is that nobody is looking at you. Nobody is really going to be giving you the stink eye about what you're doing at the gym, or you don't belong at the gym, or what do they think they're doing at the gym. I'll tell you, as someone who has been super fit at the gym, I will go into that rabbit hole too, where I'll be like, I'm not running fast enough on the treadmill. I'm not lifting heavy enough. I'm supposed to be in really good shape. And so this is the thing, is that even the fit people, if they're not careful, they can also have these thoughts in their heads about how they're not doing what they should be doing, or, gee, I'm supposed to be doing this really heavy lift and everyone's looking at me and I've got these wimpy weights. And we all have a tendency to do that. And I'm here to tell you that nobody is paying attention to you. If anything, I'm usually like, oh my God, I'm like cheerleader in my head, cheering people on who look like they're fumbly in the gym, or they're a little bit like, how does this thing work? And I think it's great. The gym is for people, all people. It's a place where all people get to go exercise, not just fit people, but also people who are just starting to work out. And it's important that we remember that. And I think that most gym rats are some of the nicest people ever. And they, if anything, would want to share this with more people. In reality, I've never found, and I've spent a lot of time working in gyms, and I don't think I've ever met another trainer or another gym rat kind of person who really is like, oh my gosh, what are they doing here? Of course not. We want everyone to exercise and all that. And this goes for going outside too. Everybody should want everyone to take really good care of themselves. And a lot of times that means hitting the gym, exercising, or going outside and riding a bike or running or whatever, hiking and all of that. So nobody cares. Nobody cares in the bad way. Everybody just wants you to be healthy and take care of yourself. So that is it. So if you are scared to go to the gym, please don't be. Please do it. I know we talk a lot about the holidays and how everyone gains 10 pounds over the holidays. We're in the end of October right now here. And what you could do is, if you feel like you've been neglecting your health, this is the time to do it. Not on January 1st. This is the best time to start taking better care of yourself, so that when January 1st does roll around, you'll be like, whoa, I maintained my weight and I feel really good. This is great. Instead of the opposite, where you feel like you just got steamrolled by the holidays and you don't know how to even dig yourself out of it. So that's it. My name is June Melia. I've been a personal trainer for a very long time. And if you have any comments or suggestions pertaining to this kind of stuff, scared to go to the gym, or pertaining to anything fitness and health, I would love it if you just add a little comment down below. Maybe I'll make a video about it later. Okay, so I will see you again soon. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you again in a later video. See you later. Bye.